welcome.
Well, good morning and welcome to another Andrew Thrills vlog. Last day at Disneyland Paris. Bonjour. And these will be my very last goes on Rock N Rollercoaster ever, because it's closing in September. I'm in the Walt Disney Studios Park, obviously, as you can see. I've had a great couple of days here. It's been great coming back after 10 years. Probably not enough has really changed, in my opinion. That probably should have, but Ratatouille was amazing. That's in this park, and it's great getting back on a Rock N Rollercoaster for the last couple of times. So yeah, I'm gonna enjoy it and get on some of the other rides. Mostly in the Studios Park today. I was in the Disneyland Park mostly yesterday, but today's all about the studios, really, before I go home. So I hope you join me for this vlog. Thanks for watching. Well, that's it. Very last goes on Rock N Rollercoaster. 3 goes. 1 right at the front, which is great. 1 right at the back. 1 in the middle. The launch really takes your breath away. You find that the back row is really bumpy now. It's like a right head basher. So I would advise, if you're coming down to ride it the last couple of times, see if you can sit near the front. Sit right at the front if you can. It's the best. Yeah, the back, it's almost unbearable going through the barrel roll, especially. So head bashery. But it is what it is, and the light show is awesome. The soundtrack is awesome. It's still one of those rides, and that was my very last go on it forever, I think, until it turns into an Iron Man ride. Who knows what they're going to do? They'll probably get new trains, I would have thought. Definitely new restraints. Maybe they'll do some retrack work, because it's very bumpy. But it was good, and I'll really miss it, to be honest. Let's see if we can get on Tower of Terror next, and some other rides in this park. Awesome going Tower of Terror. It was in English again. It just makes it so much better, in my opinion. Yeah, that's only because I don't understand French, but it was awesome. Actually, front row in the little carriage, and you literally come out of the seat during the airtime moments when the lift is either throwing you up or you're hanging there, dropping. In both cases, so it's just absolutely stunning. It was such a good ride. It's so entertaining. If you can get it in English, yeah, makes it worthwhile, seriously. But it's yeah, superb. So I'll see what I can do now. I'll probably get a drink, and then I might get into that Mickey and the Magician show that was cut short last time I saw it. So it'll be good to see the entire show, and some more rides after that.
Please accept our invitation and be our guest. Be our guest. Put our service to the test. Tie your napkin round. Magnifique.
No, Summer. No, wait, yep, magic. In fact, that's how I got here.
Tu es ici grâce à la magie?
Yep.
Quelle magie?
The snow goes white on the mountain tonight, not a bridge to be seen. A kingdom of isolation, and it looks like I'm the queen. The wind is howling like this swirling stormy side.
So just so the Animagique, well, the show that's in the Animagique Theatre, which is Mickey and the Magician, and it's really good. Definitely go and see that if you get a chance. Definitely worthwhile having watched it again. When I watched it on Tuesday, the performance was cut short. No idea what the problem was. I hope no one was taken ill, but they had to stop it. And so I thought I'll go and see it again and see the ending, because that's really the part where I just missed the last sort of 5-10 minutes. But it was worth just seeing that. I think what's a shame here in this square, it's become incredibly noisy because of the Marvel live shows that they do over there, which are, yeah, they're fun. I mean, I saw a little bit there, but it's kind of a weird area to be in, you know, when you're just entering a theme park, a sort of hub, for it to be so noisy of a live show going over there. I don't think it's the best place for it. So hopefully with all the development going on, they'll figure out a better setup for that. The Art of Disney Animation, whatever it was called, Art of Disney, that was in there. That's all being redeveloped. The Cars Rally ride, that's closed at the moment. So yeah, there's a lot of out of commission. So there's really not that many rides really in operation at the moment. I got fast pass for Ratatouille to do that later on. There is a single riders queue, but I'm with someone so they can go on that together. Single riders queue is just like 5 or 10 minutes, so you can do that as well, which is good. Normal Ratatouille queue at the moment is 60 minutes, which is quite long, but it is pretty much the best ride here. Although it comes very close, I think, to Twilight Zone of Terror. I would say they're both very, very good rides, and that's really some of the best stuff that Disney's got here in Disney Paris, I would say. Crush's Coaster's on slightly long queue, 15 minutes, so can't be bothered with that at the moment, but it's a great little coaster. It's the smoothest of all the coasters that are here now, I would say, which is surprising. But yeah, Rock N Rollercoaster's very rough, like I said this morning, certainly if you're at the back. Even Hyperspace Mountain seems to me a little bit rough. And then Indiana Jones as well, but that opened, I believe, the year after the original park opened, so that's 1993, so that's maybe understandable, 26 years old. So anyway, I'm probably gonna wait for my time. Like I said, I can go on the Ratatouille ride with the Fast Pass. It's the free one that you just use your entry card to get it immediately, but you have to wait for a specific time slot. So I'll get on that. I think it's just in 1.5 hours time, so I'll be worthwhile. And then pretty much done what I wanted to re-ride in this park, and I'll head over to the main Disney park for the last couple hours of my visit in 2019. Well, as I wait on my Ratatouille Fast Pass time slot, I still marvel at this, which is an ironic word to use, marvel at this extraordinary expansion here. I mean, apparently it cost $270 million, this entire square with the restaurant and the ride. And there's a shop further along as well to the right. It's really nice the way they've done it. It really makes you feel like you're part of the Ratatouille movie, I guess. It's really cool. And this park could definitely do with more of that, I guess. If that's what they're going to go for with Frozen and Star Wars and Marvel, I guess it's a good thing. I just think it's a shame that some of those big movie franchises are kind of taking over, as you keep saying, because I much prefer the sort of modesty of those single individual films like Ratatouille. Something like Wall-E would have made a good ride, maybe even an area, like a sort of futuristic area or something like that. But yeah, I don't think we're going to get that. Some of those other movies that, you know, they're sort of left on the shelf really, that are never really explored for for rides or anything like that. But we'll see what happens in the next 10 years. I think for a while, I don't think I'm going to go back because I just want to see what's going to transpire from those big expansions. So it's probably going to be a couple of years before I would head back to this park, I think. And I hope that in that time that they'll also consider doing some expansions for the main Disneyland park. But we'll see. It's a tricky one, I guess, because they can only spend so much in one go. So I'm going to invest a hell of a lot in this park, and I guess the main park might just suffer a little bit from that. But I would have liked to have seen some more steampunk stuff come back in Discovery Land. That would have been cool, rather than just focus on Star Wars so much. And even Buzz Lightyear is a bit out of place over there, considering we got Toy Story Playland just over here. But anyway, it is what it is. I mean, the parks are getting better rides all the time, I guess. That's a good thing. I'll be interested to see what they do with the Rock N Rollercoaster ride. Hopefully they'll get some retracking on new trains to make the ride smoother, whatever the hell the theming is going to be. But yeah, I'll come back at some point, maybe in 4 or 5 years, and see what they've done here. In the meantime, I'm going to enjoy my fast pass on Ratatouille. Great ride on Ratatouille, fast pass. It was pretty much walk on straight away. But it was in 3D. I have no idea how that works. The 2 or 3 other times I've done the ride this week, it wasn't in 3D, so I don't know if it's something random when it works or if it's something you can choose, because some people are holding the glasses, other people are not. I'm not entirely sure, but it's quite cool. It's that versatile that they can run it in 3D or not. And some of the 3D was really good. It really popped out. And the ride does seem to be sort of slightly random in places, like they this carry on with the getting the champagne cork off at the end was instantaneous. You got really wet. A couple of days ago when I rode it, they struggled to get the champagne bottle cork off, and it was really funny. So it's a stunning ride, very versatile, and yeah, perfect for this park. One of the best additions since the park is open, for sure. I was here in 2002. I was here when Twilight Zone Tower of Terror opens, and I was able to ride it just before the sort of official opening, and it was awesome. But this is a great addition. So I'll probably head over to the main park now for my last couple of hours in Disney Paris. Yeah, well, before leaving this area, I thought, you know, what better way of finishing this whole Ratatouille adventure, which is the first couple of rides I had this week ever, than visiting Bistrot Chez Rémy. So I had an evening meal there, sort of late afternoon really, because I have to catch the train later. And yeah, I had was it a steak? I had soup to start off with. The steak came with some ratatouille on the side, which was really nice. And yeah, it was really nice. It was probably one of the best steaks I've had in a long time, a couple of years maybe even. And yeah, it's just really nice food. It's a little bit pricey, as all the restaurants are in Disneyland really, but yeah, it's really nice. Probably paid about 45 euros for that, and a beer and a tip. And yeah, it's not too bad. Really nice though, and you really feel like you're in the movie when you're in the restaurant, because everything is enlarged, you know, makes you feel like you're small. So it's really cool. So I'm going to see if I can still get on a ride in the Disneyland park. There's not a lot of time left, and then I'll wrap up this vlog. Slightly shorter than the other ones, I think, from Disneyland, because just not going to be able to do as much, obviously. And I've spent a lot of time getting souvenirs, preparing for my way home, and having a nice meal. But it was worthwhile, for sure. So yeah, see what I can do in Disneyland Park, and then I'll finish the vlog. Well, Big Thunder Mountain is on half an hour queue, so yeah, made it to the big park, the Disneyland Park. Don't have a lot of time left. Probably able to do this ride and maybe one more. Then I really have to catch my train back to the Netherlands, Amsterdam. In a couple of days I'll be flying back to the UK. Plenty of other theme parks on the horizon though. It's a bit sad that this is coming to an end. Anyway, let's join Big Thunder Mountain. Great ride on Big Thunder Mountain. I was maybe a little bit harsh on it earlier on in the week where I was saying that all the coasters are rough. This one is really not that bad. It's pretty good actually, and I think I had some major refurbishment work done a couple of years ago, and definitely worthwhile because it's such a loved ride. I think a coaster like this they should, you know, keep forever if possible. We said that coasters like Rock N Rollercoaster and the other one, Space Mountain, you know, it's, in my opinion, they're a little bit rough, and even Indiana Jones is. So, I have no idea what's going to happen with, especially Rock N Rollercoaster, what they'll do for the retheming. But meanwhile, Big Thunder Mountain, what an excellent ride. I already shot a POV earlier on in the week, one during the day and one in the evening. If you want to look those out in my other vlogs. Might be able to do one more last ride, but I'll certainly be wrapping up this vlog soon before I catch my train back home. Bonjour. Well, that's that. I think all my rides are done. Last little go on Indiana Jones, which was nice. Like I said, it is a little bit rough these days. Big Thunder Mountain is definitely better, I would say, than that ride. But it's, yeah, it's a classic. I think I did prefer it when it went backwards. It was just really cool, especially at night. It's awesome from what I remember. But it's, yeah, it's all right, you know. Like I said, it's a classic roller coaster here in Disneyland Paris, so it's always nice to ride it. So I'll wrap up the vlog in a minute as I leave the park. So that's that. That's the end of 5 days at Disney. Yeah, had an amazing time. As a veteran of coming here, like multiple times, I don't know how many times I've been here, about 7 times before, something like that. Most of those were between 2002 and 2009 when the Studios Park was relatively new, which was a really exciting period. It wasn't received maybe as positive as they wanted, but I loved it. Rock N Rollercoaster was awesome, and then the Tower of Terror that got added later was superb. So now, obviously, Ratatouille is an amazing addition. Like I said, it's that whole area. I love it. I hope if they do, though, there's other lands like Frozen. That'll be an interesting one to see. Marvel and Star Wars. I hope it's that kind of quality. We'll see. It was awesome getting back on certain of the classic rides that I love, like the coasters, especially Big Thunder Mountain and then Space Mountain with the Star Wars overlay. Even though it's a little bit rough, but Rock N Rollercoaster is worse because of the old Vekoma restraints. It's really bad in the back, a bit of a head basher. It's like riding in Fusion at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. So anyway, it was awesome being back here. Would I come back? Yeah, sure, but probably not too soon, maybe in about 4 years. Something like that, once they've added some more stuff. I really hope that the main park gets some things added at some point. That would be great, but we'll see. In the meantime, I hope you've enjoyed watching this vlog, and maybe some of the other vlogs of the days I was here. And I'll add some of the POVs, Big Thunder Mountain and It's a Small World, rides like that, maybe separately, so you can watch those. If you did like it, please give this vlog video on YouTube a like, and then subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. This is Andrew Thrills signing out from Disneyland Paris for the last time, in 2019 at least.
You know it still hurts a little bit, but not that much. 'Cause if you want somebody else, who am I to judge? I've been thinking about you all the time, but that's alright. I'm starting to get used to it, think I'll survive. I met you in the summer, when you left it was cold. Said we loved one another, guess that we were wrong. I met you in the summer, our love was out of control. I've been going crazy without you, I'm so alone. I met you in the to do. I'm just staring at my walls and talking to myself. Now and then I'll try to laugh, but I'll cry a bit as well. I was never any good at being away from you. I met you in the summer, when you left it was cold. Said we loved one another, guess that we were wrong. I met you in the summer, our love was out of control. I've been going crazy without you, I'm so alone. I met you in the that much. 'Cause if you want somebody else, who am I to judge? I met you in the summer, when you left it